My commentary for our first game in the AJL. I looked over this a bit last night, but I'm doing second commentary after a little bit of time away. I do think one of the benefits of being an AJL is that we're going to be able to play the same people over and over again and learning how they play. I think that's something I kind of took for granted. I did so much work in prepping for the playoffs, but no one in this lineup today was around or doing that. So I think that I have a better sense of how to play with and against these guys between that playoff run and the ABA stuff with them. I've been playing against these guys for 2 years now. So hopefully that kind of stuff will build and you'll kind of see how they play, and you can start adding in specific aspects of their play to how we defend. So this is tough here. This first play of the game was a tilter, I think, for a lot of us. I will say that because I am tipping off, it feels different, weird, bad, whatever, to have to get to the corner once I lose this tip. So I'm thinking that Mikey is here. Oh, you guys have your mans. I got to me, the threat is Regret just cutting down middle in a spot like this. So it feels normal for me to just stay middle. But we're not communicating. I wasn't communicating, doing a good job. This is just a tough one to start like this. Maybe if there's anything to take away, it's just, again, not feeling like you have to get back to your spots, communicating when you're not going to be in your spot. Again, that's on me. And, being ready and willing to help the tip, the guy who's tipping, if they have a corner rotation like that. This is tough. This is going to be a theme throughout this game. Just really careless against the press. Leo is very aggressive here. If we just take time, we'll be okay. But yeah, that's a tough way to start. We're scrambled because it's a turnover situation. So I don't have the comms. Sorry for this game. I will make sure to record next time I'm in a game. But this is just the second problem. So careless on inbounds, and the second problem of letting guys get behind you. This is just we're already broken. Because Duck has inside position here, we're already broken. I know both of you are reacting, but neither of you know which one needs to be going up here. This is a good foul by Odd, realizing that this is a broken play situation, and it's a good foul to give. This all seems pretty good to me. I want to see exactly what happens here. So I'm assuming what's going to happen here. So I let Regret go. I think this is correct. I think we're all generally okay with this. I could follow through. If we want me to follow through here, it's okay. My thought is, because the play hasn't started yet, they're just getting into position. It's not really correct for me to follow through here. Also, they very well could be overloaded. I'm expecting, in general, when they're inbounding left, I'm expecting an overload left. We always play this badly, where we don't have the right number of people on the right side of the court. So this all seems pretty good. Mikey does a good job playing low off the inbounder here. This is going to be a problem throughout the game, where we're hands up in the inbounder's face. That's really bad. I don't like it. In general, this is better. So Regret goes all the way through. This is a small thing. I think this is just kind of a good move by him. But again, if Odd is playing lower here, this cut is just too free. Obviously, we can't be giving up these backdoor cuts. Just wanting to get up to touch. And the thing is, Odd wants to help on this wrap here. He sees this potentially being dangerous. So that is also this is creating that problem. Yeah, I mean, Zen, I think you're too far to the right here. Between Zen and Shots, this is okay. Yeah, I mean, this step up is bad. But again, this is a communication thing. Like, it's not horrible, but we just don't want to give up free backdoor cuts like this. I think there will be more glaring mistakes as the game goes on. Good, a little patient bringing the ball out. This is something we're gonna have to deal with. Like, obviously we want Mikey in the corner on most plays, but he's the one who has to inbound the ball here, so it creates a little bit of confusion. I'm totally fine having 4 people down like this. I don't know what we're supposed to do in these situations when one of the hash guys is inbounding. Usually this is going to be like, or like, yeah, usually if they're inbounding like off an opponent make. My guess is that Odd is probably supposed to just fill corner here to free up space, because our spacing here is all pretty scuffed. This, I mean, we'll take this for sure. Nice, cool, yeah. This is okay. All right, so they start moving. I really like this step by Mikey here. This make sure that Trip doesn't get this. Shots does a really good job stepping down. On Duck, Odd rotates up just as we need. Zen, I think this is going to be like a recurrent problem, is that you are not doing a great job recognizing when something is taken care of or not. So like helping is good, but the instincts on whether something requires help or not aren't quite there. So in this case, like, you end up going low. It's not a huge deal. Like, I don't remember what happens on this play, but again, like, you end up giving Trip a lot of space here. This is a good step. Make sure the drive doesn't happen. Like, I want to just note, like, look how low I'm standing when I'm the far man, and like, I might get dotted here. If I get dotted here, that's on me. But you know, that's the kind of distance I want to be keeping. Like that is like as tight as we can be. That is going to be the best. As close to the paint as everyone can be, as walled off as we can be, without getting completely murdered on threes. That's going to be good. In this situation, this is a kind of another thing I noticed throughout this game, is that I don't think the reaches are good. I think it just like encourages sloppy play. So like, you're doing such a good job, Zen, here of stunting towards the middle, but when so this is okay. You like to reach on this pass. I think that's fine. I want you to just step in front of Regret here. Instead, you notice he's going to try to split you, and you go for the reach. And this just seems like a lot. This is just worse, in my opinion. Like, yeah, you can stay closer to Trip by helping in this way, but like, Odd is beat. Like, just like, get your body on him. To me, like, Mikey's in between. Like, I just don't think that there's a lot of danger. And if you reach, like, the ball, like, you're reaching predictively, so it's kind of whatever. And you also might be reaching in part to try to get this lane if he throws it quick, but the ball's not even in his left hand. And if you reach and just miss here, like, if you don't foul him, this is a free 2. Like, we're just completely screwed. And you were in position to stonewall him on the drive, and you knew a drive was coming, it felt like. So I just want you to like get in front of him instead in situations like this, I think. I don't know if this is the play, or I think this happens multiple times. I think this is just way too high to be playing the inbounders then. Like, again, if we are standing literally as far as the elbow and the block, I'm okay with that in this situation. Oh, that's bad. Whoopsie, my bad. Let's see, why do I give this up because I'm standing too high, I'm assuming, when I give baseline, or he front cuts me. I mean, this is just bad. I'm just wall watching. No, he does get behind me. Yeah, so I could be standing lower. This is bad. Yeah. Nothing to say besides it's bad. Not trying to downplay it either. I just don't have much to say. Like, I just can't give up the back cut. I think I'm playing in like a reasonable position, but I'm probably just not watching intently enough to give good resistance on that. This is bad. Did not start us off well for sure. I think they played the transition well, to be fair. it's just a bad look. It's not there. I don't have him beat enough. He plays it well. I come up too high. I don't step onto this. Not a good showing from me. We crash from the top here. How bad is it? I'm less so like it's tough because obviously the opportunity for O boards is much higher on a jump shot than on like a drive. But I get that it's not like super obvious that I'm going to be shooting, especially like a bad shot like this. This is okay. Like Mikey's moving, Zen moves before the ball hits the rim. This is good. Like I like how fast you moved on this Mikey. This is like a good amount of speed. Like I'd like to see this be a crash some percentage of the time. Like again, like I'd want Zen and Mikey to be crashing here. But this is fine. Like as long as you make a decision quickly, that's the most important thing. I'll go for it. It's not even like a terrible look. Like he has a chance at it. But I do think we are going to struggle in transition a little bit. We're okay. We got 4 back. It's not so bad. All right, let's talk about the actual problem here. So this drive, let's see what happens. Gets to the wing. In general, I think this is a little high, Mikey. You are pushing in baseline or sideline, which is good. But because you're playing so high, you're just like likely to get turned around like this. And now we're giving up middle. I take a step towards Serta, which if I just sidestep here, I'm able to get in front and block this. He splits us, and we're so lucky he smokes it. I will say that, like, I mean, part of it is I think like helping on stuff like that. Like if I just stayed attached to Serta, I think he makes that dunk. Not because the meter is any different size, but because it causes like a moment of panic. Which, you know, leads to him missing the dunk, but it's bad, obviously. There's nothing to say. I need to guard middle in that spot. This is a tough one. I think this is like a frustrating moment in the game, but it's not because it's like bad. I'm actually surprised they gave you the fall away animation here. Like I kind of like this pump, and it looks like this does not feel like it should give you the fading 3 animation. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. If it's just a miss, it's fine. Like I actually. So the point is, I like to play. You've been implementing this a lot. Odd the pump and go. Like this is good. People know they need to jump more, so they're jumping. This is the natural counter to it. It's really good. Let me see what happened in Oh, this is interesting. I don't know what Zen. I don't like know what you're inputting here. But in this situation, I know you're like expecting the pass. I'm assuming like you see that you're getting open towards the rim. But I'd really like to see you get a body on Duck here. Instead, you're just like, this is like way too close under the rim to get an offensive rebound. Like if you just got out to the block and started boxing him out here, much better chance of getting an offensive rebound. Instead, you just you give up the position regardless. But even if you were just like get quote unquote inside position on him here, you're just never getting this board. You're just like right under the rim. It's just not good. We're able to get back for the most part. We switch in transition, which is good. Zen, I want you do this a lot, Zen, where I think you play people to the. I think this is something I saw from Zen and Mikey in this game a lot when I was watching it over again last night, is that you guys play a lot to get lane steals. Like you play in positions that would insinuate you're going for the lane steal, but like you're just not getting the lane steals, which we don't want to necessarily be going for those lane steals. Like I'd rather, instead of you being side by side on Duck here, I want you to be like in front of him. I want you to be exactly between his chest and the rim. I know that puts you in like farther help position on something like this. The other way to fix this is like we could have Zen pick up and Mikey pick up, but like that leaves Duck open on a slip. This is just like too good position. Like you're just like the way you get the body on him, and you're not big enough to. I mean, we cause a miss. We'll take that. I don't know what his meter was. I don't know if that's like a skill issue or whatever. I think that's a good result, but bad process. Again, I just want to be in front of him. Like this is like too open of a look. We're lucky that they missed this. This is, I think, a reasonable throw. It's a little tight, but it's okay. Let me see. Yeah, I wish we could hear what we were calling here. I don't like love a lot of the process here. So again, because ideally we want Mikey and Zen in the corners, and Mikey is inbounding on the right side, which makes me want to either put someone who is going to clear out in the corner. So like in this type of situation, my baseline would be either leave empty corner, or you put someone in the corner who is eventually, like, the plan is for them to leave the corner to free this up for Mikey. Instead, Zen, I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is like, oh, this is an empty corner. I need to fill this. You're right that like the spacing here is fucked. But I'd honestly rather see something like, so this is nice, like Odd setting me a screen out of here. This like type of play can actually just work. Like if Zen is top of the key, or if Zen sets me a double screen here, and Shots is in the corner and clears out for Mikey, and I'm coming off of these double screens to get it, this feels a lot better to me, because now this play design just doesn't make any sense, because now what we're doing is we have me moving to the right towards a bunch of people. Like I just have like, where am I supposed to go here? Like I'm running into the people, not into the space. So that's why I'm trying to slow it down and reverse. But like it's just like putting us in a bad situation. This is just like not intuitive design. So maybe that's something we can use in general. Yeah, I like the potential for like double screens out of the corner on these plays. On sideline out of bounds, put someone in the inbounding corner who is supposed to move away from that corner. I think that's like a good general rule to have for sideline out of bounds. Not a great take. Yeah, I don't know if there's much to say. I mean, this is just... slow to move out of this corner. I think that's Zen. We do okay switching in transition. Dang, I'm sure we're just scrambled in transition here, but obviously we want to pinch on that. And I'm assuming, again, this is just playing too high. So this is good. Like people dropping to take this cut is good. And I mean, like this is tough. Like, Regret is their best offensive player. Regret is totally liable to just take this midi fade right here. So I understand why Odd is dropping, or why Odd is jumping in this case. And the fact that he's helping is good. Maybe we could be doing more to be like slightly skewed as the off-ball defenders, like everyone taking a step or two to the right to be like walled off more heavily for this. But yeah, we just don't want to give up this. Oh, wow, you got back in front. So that's really good. We take that. But yeah, we want to be able to get in front of that drive so that he doesn't get to the rim so easily. That's tough because I think it makes sense. That's like a mismatch we want. It's funny that Gold Paint Patroller shows up here. I think Tripp is a good defender. He makes defensive builds. This is a point guard build. So this feels like it should be a matchup win for us, which I think is partially why Mikey goes up with it. But yeah, Tripp definitely has some interior at least, because that ends up being a tough one. Let's see. Very annoying that Twitch, by the way, goes back 10 seconds instead of 5, I believe, for YouTube when you tab back and forth. So it makes it kind of hard to follow. Deny the drive. This is probably just too high from Shots, but it's okay. We switch. This is all kind of okay. I'm scared that I don't actually have the bump on him, so that's why I jump. But generally, we're pretty okay here. Yeah, I mean, to me, this all seems pretty good. maybe too passive. I could have maybe had this or this, either of these passes. I got to get my dribbling a little bit better. I definitely get ripped a few times by Regret in this game. It's like not really good. I need to be able to handle the ball confidently. This is good. I remember this is a called play for shots. That's good. Way to go up with the dunk. That all seems good. Already concerned about this being a little bit behind. I'm scared that we're a little bit high on the corners. It's a reasonable foul given the situation, I guess, but it is R1 right at the 2 minutes, which isn't ideal. Again, I think this is just too high. Like even if you're playing the inbounder, which I think you were calling here, Zen, I just want you to be like way lower. I don't want Odd to be up to touch here. Playing deny on Regret in the corner makes a little more sense than pretty much anywhere else, though, I will say. Like, Regret is someone we ultimately don't want to have the ball. The problem is it just opens up a lot of cuts, and like it's the type of thing that Tripp is going to see. And the second thing playing so high in a deny does is look at this. Like, now Duck already has us beat before, and this is his first step inside the 3-point line, and this is just going to be an easy 2, right? Oh, no, it's not an easy 2. Shots probably making a mistake here, helping. To be fair, I think he sees that we're getting beat and feels like he needs to help, but we give up this 3. Obviously, this is really bad. Yeah, I just don't think this happens if we're playing lower. And I just, like, what's the upside here? Like, we're not getting these turnovers. Like, this just doesn't feel like the upside is there. Like, this is just way, way, way too high for both of you guys. Like, if we are posted at like the free throw line, the elbow, and the block, like we don't get beat this way, at least. But like Duck is winning. Like, I think Shots is correct to be worried here. If anything, I think maybe this is like so busted that Zen should already switch this. But like, this is fucked. Like, we don't need to put ourselves into this fucked of a situation. Again, just look at how. Again, I'm farther away, so it's better for me to be standing here than it would be for Mikey, but just look how much lower I'm standing than Odd or Mikey. Like, and I'm not standing low enough to like actually, realistically help on this. But yeah, I think we just got to stand lower. We got to focus on getting in front of the drive, not letting any of the opposing men behind us. This is tough. Just, it's not the perfect build for the scenario. We're playing Odd in the corner on defense because we want him on Hash on offense. I think it's fine that he's in the corner here. I think this is actually a called play, but just unfortunate because this should be a freestanding dunk, right? Like, if this is why we want our corner builds to have good standing dunks. This is why standing dunk's important. Because yeah, that's a free one, and then this transition. Let's see what happens in this transition. Because the minute this cut is called, we should probably it's pretty bad that they get transition off of this. Like, Shots has already called that Odd is cutting when he hits corner, and then the minute you see, like, Odd is ahead of his man. Like, honestly, Zen and I should already be running back in transition, like by 2 frames ago where I had paused it before. Like, and now it's like even more egregious. Look at this, like Odd is putting up a shot here, and you know how look at Leo. Look at Leo already running. This is like 3, 4, 5 frames later. Leo was off screen at the start of this. Zen is still on screen. I went to the corner. I mean, I'm like filling space. It's like a Fifi type action. Like, maybe I get the ball. I should have been running back too, probably. But this happening, this is bad. We just can't do this. This is what like actual pro-am players do. That's bad. We just can't give up transition like that. It's too obvious. That one's like too obvious that we're gonna take a shot. Like that's just not a transition we can give up. So this make happens, whatever. I'm taking it out. Mikey and whoever is playing corner in situations like this, I want you guys to like being cognizant that they are pressing and that you need to be in a position to like give a pass is good. I mean, the spacing is pretty bad. I guess I don't blame you, Mikey, for coming back. Yeah, never mind. Okay. Yeah, it's tough. Ideally, we'd just be farther down court. Like, ideally, like, you'd be here as, like, a safety valve type option, but it was fucked enough that I would have come down to. I think that's the right call. I don't know if it's just our chemistry, Mike. I mean, we've talked about this. We actually talked about this yesterday. I just feel... I feel like you are in my way a lot when you're up top for some reason, and I'm kind of in your way here too. Yeah, it just does. I don't know why. I can't like put an exact word on it. I'm pretty sure you called me for the quick slip here when this is a good call, and I botch it. This is all good. This is not you. This is me. Did not play a good quarter here for sure. I mean, this is the power of helping, right? Like, I see Serta coming down. I think Odd is open here. But, like, I have standing dunk. I need to just take that, obviously. Not good. Very sad that this doesn't end up. I'm like, Odd is expecting a dunk here, I'm assuming. I am very surprised he doesn't get it and that he gets such a bad animation. It's also very sad that we just don't get this rebound. My rebound rating is really bad. We have 3 crashed, which is fine. I think it's just like an unfortunate. So we have 3 crashed here because the corners crashed. Well, Odd took the shot. Zen crashed, totally fine. And I was in here because I was like, right, I was sent on the roll. So I started in here. Maybe something to say here is that, like, maybe Zen realized that because we have 2, him crashing is, like, more dangerous than normal. But I actually think this is fine. Like, this feels like an offensive rebound we could have and should have gotten. And we're able to cover this transition, I think. Oh, boy. Why do we get so far out of position here coming back? Well, we're lucky they don't hit Leo on this. Too aggressive then. Are you going for a reach? Ooh, that's really bad. That's tough. Yeah, not good. We're already super broken. This is just like a hyper low percentage. You're like completely out of the play now. Yeah, you just got to be getting in front of this guy because this guy can't help you. Like, he's in front of you. So that might give you like some feeling like he is going to be able to pick up, like this is a good time for an aggressive reach. But that's not actually true. He's responsible for the middle guy here because Odd is not stopping this ever. Shots has to be in charge of middle. Odd has to be in charge of duck, and you have to be in charge of regret. So you can't be making this aggressive of a play. Lucky that he doesn't just take a floater or a layup or just like yam on him or front fade, whatever. We're scrambling, trying to pick up matchups. This is definitely a problem. Like, you need to stop ball, but the wrap is coming behind you. The closest help defender is 2 away. We deal with it, which kudos to us. Dang. I actually think that's all pretty good. Like, I think so. After the transition, I think this is all okay. You're giving him space, and because this reach is bad. This probably does like set us off into a bad. Like, I just think there's too many reaches. Almost wish we just had 0 steal on every build because I just don't think reaches like this are good. Right, like if it's not a blitz where you are throwing a second player at a ball handler, and if it's specifically not a blitz going from low to high, like these blitzes from the side, I'm not a fan of because you're liable to get split, which is what we really like. That's point number 1. Like, we just can't give up splits like this. But like, this is not okay. Shots is low enough that he dissuades the drive. You're scared he's going to shoot, which I think you're right. You should be scared. I think this is a good jump. Odd is playing too tight on the corner again here. I think Odd is just not thinking that he's going to reverse this baseline. The thing is, Odd, and this is true for all corner defenders, you just have to be ready because, like, look at where Shots is playing. Shots is playing in a way to say, like, regret, you have to beat us anywhere but middle. Like, you can't, like, he is not letting you go this way. By the way, look at how far over I am. When I see Shots here, I am ready to try to play between these two guys so that I'm in a position to help. If I'm just, like, holding my hands on Trip here, it really limits how low Shots can go. And this is the whole idea of helping the helper, but not even like in a rotational sense, just you're empowering the person next to you to be as aggressive as they need to be by being in good help position. So I understand these jumps, but I wish if Odd was playing lower, I think he would have been able to catch this drive. I mean, good on Odd to get here. He fully commits to this. He gets in good position. You try to get a bump on him early, like you got to try to get chest out on him. I think it's just like, unfortunate angle. Like this is like a stick thing. I don't think it's like a big deal. The rotation is good in this case. So I'm assuming this is Shots who goes all the way over. Ideally, we want this to be Zen. We want this to be the rotation to come from one over, right? Like Zen bumps over, then Shots bumps over. But Shots as the middle defender here is like the one person who's allowed to rotate multiple spots away. And actually, as the jumps take them, this makes a lot of sense. Zen goes to middle, Shots goes to corner. I actually like that a lot. I like Odd being here low. Yeah, just unfortunate spacing, but like I think it's actually okay. Again, I think it's stopped though if Odd is playing lower earlier to dissuade the drive. So like if you compare Shots' position dissuading the drive compared to Odd's initial position, which allowed the drive, and he was trying to get back in front afterwards, which he successfully does. The first one is better, which is why we want to be lower. All right, so they get this. Is Mikey taking this out? No, Odd is taking this out. Yeah, Mikey, just get down. Yeah. You want to help, but this just like isn't your position to help. I want the two bigs and the point guards to be the ones dealing with this as much as possible. And you still need to help. Like I don't want you just like AFKing in the corner, but helping from like farther away. You need to be like leading the charge. Like think of yourself as a soccer player. You are our forward. You're our striker. So you have to be like leading the attack. In this case, because you get the ball, I move forward and I like take on that position. But like we just get into awkward positions here. Like I'm generally not. It's not the game plan to have you here. We get something out of it. It's good. Cool. And maybe I need to be more okay with it. Like I want some of that to happen, but that just like feels uninspired. Serta's cutting here. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a little bit too high, Mikey. I make a gamble that I'm not supposed to help here. Yeah, this is just too high. This is just way too high. Because, look, he just cuts on you for free. This is just for free. You get a bump on him, but it doesn't matter. Like, this just doesn't, like it just doesn't matter. Like, you just got to be lower on this. Like, that's how you actually dissuade these. Whatever, I stay. I get cooked a little bit. People are low, right? Like he beats me middle. Odd is low enough, allowed to by this cut in the corner that Leo doesn't feel like he can keep going, and we get a steal. And do we even reach on that steal? I'm assuming not. I'm assuming this is just a pure bump in the lane because we're in position in time. So like, chalk that up. I mean, I guess I have to count how many steals we get that are reach steals versus. Yeah, this is just a bump. This is purely just Odd gets his fat ass in front of him. He beats him to the spot, and he loses the ball, which, like, that's good basketball. Ooh, this transition. I remember this transition. This is bad. So correct me if I'm wrong, Zen, but I know you are a Bear the Beast enjoyer, and I know Bear's big point that he's been going on about is that the difference between casual and comp play is looking for threes in transition. And I'm assuming this pass is just trying to pay off on that. But this just has to be Mikey. One, this read needs to be earlier. Like my best shot to hit a three here is early. Like I need the ball now, ideally. Like if I get the ball now, I'm gonna be able to maybe make a three. Worst case, maybe now, although this is a fairly tough quick stop. But this is just way too slow. I mean, the pass, you think I'm going to the corner, you want the pass to pull me to the corner. Honestly, lob passing it in this scenario, I don't know what the pass act just knowing has to be a two. I think this just has to be a two. This has to be Mikey. This is look at where he is, and now the spot feels so bad because I don't really have a place to drive. The paint is crowded. I'm really happy with this pass back, honestly. I understand why you weren't ready for it. This is pretty deep as well. But I was low-key really happy with this pass back. But just this possession turning from 100%. This is you had the option 100% to get 2 points here. Turning into this is just rough, especially when when we just haven't gotten anything going. Yeah, I think that's just a killer. Okay, so sorry if I'm picking on you here, Zen, and I don't know how much this is true. I mean, I think I've had a pretty bad quarter. I think I play slightly better as the game goes on, at least until the fourth. But if you're going to help, I'm not sure I love this blitz. Again, there's a reach in here. So I'm guarding him. I'm guarding him. Okay, cool. He reverses it back. I'm still in good position here. So not only I think is this this is a bad reach because he's doing this behind the back, so the ball is not going anywhere to you here. I know that that's hard to see in the moment necessarily. But when you position like this, I guess I feel like I could just be making excuses. I feel like I have help for the exact drive that he gets, which leads me to play in a way that I'm okay. I have help. I can go deny baseline more. So when I go and deny baseline more, and then it goes back and I don't have the help, it's tough. Maybe I get beat on this regardless. But I don't know, I almost feel like the help baited me into playing a certain way defensively, and then because it wasn't there, he gets the blow by. I don't know. It's tough. I mean, Regret's their best scorer. It's going to happen sometimes. I'm on a big build. So in terms of things to actually do differently, again, the help I want, the help I want is low. I want help playing the drive. I don't want this help. Or if we're going to help this way, this help is signifying to me that I'm allowed to play here. I'm now taking away this because you're going to be taking away anything to his right. Think of it like you're icing a screen, right? But if you're icing a screen, you have to ice the fucking screen, He cannot be allowed to come back this way to his left. He has to be forced right if you're going to play this high. So I think the much more reasonable thing to do, and the thing that I think keeps us more in scheme discipline, is the help needs to be lower. If you are here, you're ready to pick up if he does beat me. You're still the same distance away from duck. In fact, you're probably in a better position because you're not going to get this glancing contest you're able to get a contest straight on. And yeah, I think I would have played this more straight up, but I end up taking away baseline thinking I have help that isn't actually there. But I think it all comes down to just stay lower. Also, this pass, we're so lucky this doesn't get taken. We're just not thinking. This is just we're autopiloting. We're not used to the press. We're just R1Xing it immediately. But this is a bad time to R1X even if no one was around because we're on top of each other. Like, this just, like, we're lucky nothing happens. Like, Leo's right there. He overruns it, whatever. That's what I should have done the last time. This one is me, 100%. This was a killer too. Like, this entire quarter was just kind of, I mean, we're lucky that it wasn't more than 11, but just like the emotional beats were really tough, and this was like a killer for it. But I don't know for sure. Sorry. My thought is that my general thought is that I'm the last one coming up court. This is like a 3-second scenario. I should probably be just like guarding Trip here. Like, I should be like near Trip, maybe like near where the Pro-Am center circle is. Instead, I see this happening. I mean, if I'm gonna make an excuse for myself, I'm scared that this pass Mikey is letting Duck behind him. So I'm like, oh shit, I have to deal with this, whatever. But Mikey should be in front, but again, between Duck and the rim. Zen should be between this guy and the rim, and I should be between Trip and the rim. None of that is happening. They get this. Awful. Just like, what a horrible way to end the quarter. That's a nice drive, Odd. I actually think you played really well in this game, Odd. I'd say you and Shots were definitely our best players. Right as I say that, Shots gets blown by. But I will say that I'm assuming this is not more on Mikey, but I just want Mikey stepping in front here. Like, I think maybe Shots, you end up taking like a slightly high angle. Again, we just can't let this split. We're just trying to deny middle. Like, and Mikey, I want this to get stopped. I don't care how you guys do it. Please play lower. Trust that you're going to be able to get out there. And if you can't, you need to start jumping to get out there to the shots. But like, this is just like, we cannot give this up. Very lucky. I mean, it's not that lucky because they get a 3 on this. Here's another thing. Zen again with the help instincts, the helping from 2 spots away. This is not your, you cannot go into the paint off of this Zen. It's funny because I think you're probably the one who gets this contest. I think this is bad. I think you're not supposed to ever do this. But it's hard to say on a play that works, so maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't know if I'm the one who gets to stop there, or if Shots gets a chase down, or if it's the combination of all 3 of us. I don't know. But this is a tough spot to be. In general, you want to be rotated. This is also a weird situation because Odd is the one in the corner. Where if we have like a real big in the corner, like we ideally should have, like Zen, I want you being in the corner to free up the corner guy to do this help. Odd could have been there. Like, if Odd can get there, we are definitely going to get to the corner. So if Odd realizes this is happening, he should be able to go up, and we're going to be able to X out and get to the corner. None of it's the worst. But there were multiple ways to make it better, I suppose. Oh, my bad. I don't know, man. I'm just bad. Why does this turn out this way? I'm just slow. I'm just making a slow, bad read. What a gamble. I need to just hit Odd. I need to be able to. This is bad. It's bad. Sorry. Yep. Like I said, not playing well. Really bad for my takeover, when like getting my takeover is like a big part of our game, I think, because like my build plays My build plays significantly differently when I have takeover and have speed with ball, because my takeover is plus 15 speed with ball. This is a yikes after a timeout. Again, just being safe, not defaulting to R1X, being aware. Yeah. That's tough. This is a really good switch in rotation for us. Look at how low. So I just want you to realize, like this isn't even denying middle, but just like look how far I'm off my man willing to help. One, it's because I know this is Duck, and like, okay, if Duck is gonna shoot 10 threes on above the break threes on his big to beat us, then I want to see that. So like part of it is just knowing the personnel and like knowing that I'm helping onto regret. But like look at how far away I am. Like no one is helping to this degree, and that's a problem. And like Odd is, for the most part, Odd is in position to help me here. I mean, ideally, I think I kind of wish Odd would have stayed more towards middle so that he can help onto Duck if needed. But this is just a tough pass to make. Like he's getting pushed onto the baseline. Like that's a really hard pass to make. Easier in 2K than in real life, but still. Yeah, like look at how far. Like I'm running through the paint, making sure that I'm helping here. Odd is allowing me to do so by being positioned in this kind of way. Again, ideally, if like maybe one extra step left or something, like this is good though. Like that's good defense. And here we do get beat, and like this is just a reaction time thing, I think, because like if he no dips this looks a lot worse than it is. As it stands, I'm assuming this is shots. I can't tell you. Shots and Zen look too similar, but yeah, it's just like slow reaction times on this. Like, yeah, tough. Lucky he misses it. Lucky we get the board. We needed that. I mean, God, he makes that 3, and I think the game like is like that. That's like such a dagger. After there's just so many mistakes that puts it at 17. So that's a huge miss. This looks really good. Pass to Mikey in the open space. Leo makes the help. I remember thinking to myself, oh, Mikey, make this pass. Instead, Mikey is a fucking dog. It's easier to get the box when we make the shot, which is like part of the problem. Like the game like gives you like for some reason it's easier to get like the box on the offensive boards when a shot is going to go in. But good job getting a box here. Again, maybe a little bit too low, but like in general, I like the route here. In terms of going in Zen, like that's really good. Mikey just makes a really good shot in transition. Needed that. We're able to stop the initial drive here. That's a bad reach. Luckily, it doesn't take me out. I'm concerned. I don't remember what happens on this specific play. I'm a little concerned he's about to get a physical finisher blow by. Nope, he gets a bump. Nice. Good shit. Okay. Okay, not too bad. Let's see. Are we too high here? I mean, we're probably too high here just because we're too high every time. Yeah, this is too. They just don't touching Duck especially like, and on a big like just touching the opposing big unless the scouting report is that they are a shooter. This is better. This is better. I want you to step down to like cut this off more, but we're good. This is good. Yeah, in general, this position's good. Odd too close to regret, I think, as well. Could be in better help position here. Ultimately, it's all like, enough happens, enough good that we get the stop. That's, I think, in large part, that's the system working. This is something that we talk about in the offensive section of the main presentation, but being careful to not default to these passbacks and instead dribble to a position where the passing lane is. I mean, Leo's good in the lanes. This is a good lane steal. Shots doesn't do him any favors by not moving sideline here. Like I think Shots should be moving sideline here to better receive the ball. Instead, he runs into the path. It's okay. This is all fine. And it's unfortunate, but it's fine. Glad to get the boards. Again, I'd want this cleared for Mikey. Inbounding on the right. Odd, I wish you had cleared here. Especially because you're supposed to be playing top mostly in this spot. But it's fine. Shots gets a nice drive. Good D-book into a drive. It's only 9. This game, this game being 9 points at this stage is like a fucking blessing. I actually think we play quite well through the second and third quarters by comparison. But yeah, it's up to now. It's felt way worse than just 9 points. This is interesting. So they are doing a wrap while doing a cut through. I'm assuming he's like actually going to end up on the left hash here. Normally we would bump these over, but I think the way we play this is fine. Like we end up totally okay on the. I mean, there's a moment here where Serta can take this, is like going to have this no dip shot. Shots probably does need to be ready to bump on this. Like, yeah, he sees the wrap coming. Once the thing is, Mikey was following it so low that Mikey was never really in like good position to like take over on ball handler. I'm assuming we're just too high here on trip. But, like, you know, they're going to get drive sometime. It's okay. Oh, I see. We go for the ball. I mean, that's fair. That's tough. Yeah, that's off of the scramble. The help is really good here. Really good job, Odd. I'm able to show and recover and still get out to... that's tough. Still get out to Leo, but... I just don't play it well enough. This first jump is probably bad. Like I'm scared. Like I shouldn't be hands up here probably. And when he starts dribbling right, I'm scared of the fade. I don't know if I should be given the heights here, but I think I do need to jump to contest the fade. Although Zen does a good job getting back here, so maybe this is like more of a trusting than anything. Yeah, I mean it's a good move. Wow, and he gets all the way to 3 for that. That's tough. Yeah. Not my best. Not a good performance for me, for sure. That's bad. All right. That happens. This is all fine offensively. I don't mind that pass, the skip pass that Mikey made. It's just tough. Like, I don't know his pass accuracy is like that good, but it's a good read. Just they play it well enough. Zen does a good job making a quick decision there. All right, what happens here? I think both of you are just a little bit high. We're not doing a good job. Yeah, just can't get split like this. It's okay. I'm pretty happy with that pass. I don't know if there's anything like I did to get that animation. It might just be because it's like such a long pass. Unfortunate that we're not able to get something out of this. It's a good take. It's still just 10. It's really good, Odd, playing this. In general, he's like, if you just trust yourself to be lower. So like he sees you creeping up towards him, and when he can cut on you, going against the motion of your body, that's when the most like disastrous cuts, like most like explosive ones, are going to happen. Ultimately, though, you do a good job getting back in front, right? Like you're never that far detached from him. But yeah, I just want to see you trust yourself more, that you can just stand there lower when you're making movements, make them like smaller and from farther away. But this is a great recovery. Like you're able to get a contest. You have interior defense. That's 100% why you get that stop there. Okay. I remember this play being frustrating too. This is maybe more of an advanced concept, but I think we just make like a cascade of errors here in transition, of like positioning. So like Zen, I don't think you ever have middle here. Pretty much ever. So I really don't like this run middle. This guy is just like too in the way. Like maybe there's a moment for a pass here, but I don't think this is like actually good. Like I think you're supposed to be flaring corner here. And what happens because you go middle is our entire spacing gets fucked here. Mikey is just standing here up top, which I really don't like. You're trying to be in a position to help, but we want you to end up in the corner. Like I want you to already be here. Like I want Zen to be in the left corner. I want Mikey to be in the right corner here. Instead, look at where this happened. Like, look at how this happens. Like, yeah, I'm getting pushed this way, and like I'm getting bumped. I mean, frankly, this is gonna happen, right? Like, he's a 6'6", he's playing me tight. And then when Zen goes in, he fills to the right side, and I'm getting pushed to the right. My path left, even if I could get back around to the left, my path left is like I'm being brought in to help here. Like. So now I'm being pushed towards the side that we have a bunch of people on. Can I ever make this pass to anyone? Like, can I make a pass here? Like, I can probably make this pass to Zen just because like Duck isn't the type to play the lane. But like, like if this is like a lock, like a good pro-am lock, like I'm not. This is like not a safe pass to make. This is not a safe pass to make. So I don't know what I'm like. I just feel like I got completely set up here because the spacing is so bad. Yeah, I don't know. Just need to be better in transition. Filling the corners, only going middle when we realize it. Like the thing is, someone can always go middle after you, but it's really hard for the person after you to fill corners necessarily, right? Like. So I don't know which is worse. Like this is all the yeah. This is just bad. It's a good try. Is this open? No, good contest. That's so tough. Oh, that's so tough. We're gonna lose some of those boards because I'm the biggest player in the lineup. But we ran extra small today. Regrets in good position. We don't give anything up off this, which is good though. I'm just playing too high, I'm assuming. Bad reach. Luckily I don't get punished, but definitely could have. Yeah, just playing too high. This is really good help from Shots. He's ready to take him, and I don't know if that's why Serta dexes this back out. But this dex back out is really good. Shots has to go back. Like, he can't just stay and Serta attacks. That's just nice. One demerit for me. Well, one of many. The first one I'll call a demerit. A little concerned with how high we were playing. This is a little better. Yeah, I don't know if you're like trying to attack the dribble here, Zen, or what, but I just like, again, I just want you to be in a position to get your chest in front of him. Yeah, like Trip is moving. Like the minute this happens, like I want you to be like all the way over here, like telling Trip, no, you cannot drive this way. And again, so Shots is not playing great defense here, probably a little bit too high, too deferential. But if I'm Shots, I feel like you up until like this very last moment are playing in a way that signals to me that you're getting ready to take him. Like, I'm ready to pass him off to you, and instead you just like, oh nope, and you go back to regret. And I don't know if that's what's going through Shots' head. Yeah, but I feel like the positioning indicates one thing, that you're going to pick up on this drive for him, and that Shots needs to be ready not to take this drive from Tripp, but to get to regret. And instead, it ends up with this other thing instead. I think it's a lot of motion. It's a lot of time off ball. Mikey just fell asleep. It happens. Not ideal. I mean, it's tough. Having space is so nice. That's all I'll say. Like we just get good space here. Like, I'm able to cross him over, and just like the feeling that I can go left. I mean, like the fact that Duck isn't pressuring me here. Like, if Duck just takes a few steps, like, I'm fucked. Instead, I can do this. This is great. Life is good. That's really good help in the corner until your man fills. That's good. I remember we were so nervous here, and I don't think we realized that they're just running out the clock to make sure they get last shot. I think this is all shots. I think all 93% of that contest is shots. So thank you for the help. That's perfect. There's the stats at half. Tough. Wrap cuts are tough to guard. I think you play okay on this shots. You're not quite in front of him, and you're a good defender, but he's still a center at the end of the day. He gets inside position, gets the dunk. Yeah, this is just tough. Like, the build's not exactly what we want. Like, this build is meant to be playing corner on offense, but we're using it to play up top. So, like, this is the type of play that if you had like 93 pass sack, this is a good call. This particular pass would have gotten through, I think. But just, yeah, this is unfortunate with your level of pass sack. It's just probably not a good type of play to call. You mentioned that, like, in the moment. It's just unfortunate. Yeah, just too slow. Dribbled it into a guy who reaches a bunch really bad. Third turnover for me. Who's inbounding here? Yeah, Mikey, just wants you to be a little bit lower. Just trust that we're going to be okay. I probably should have just filled corner on this earlier. Yeah, I definitely should have. We'll take it. Not great, but we'll take it. What happens here? Oh my god, I could have fucking... No, this is on... Oh no, it's all breaking. Yeah, just not... So, like, yeah, I this is bad communication, like bad realization that like Shots is definitely taking this, and Zen, becomes your ball. That makes us scramble into rotation. Luckily, we still force a miss. Jumping is OP. He just gets back in front. This is just tough. It's just a tough sequence. You see that you have the blow by because he's playing you too high, but it takes too long to like actually get the burst out of that triple threat, and he gets back in front. It's tough. I don't know enough about triple threat animations to know if there's like a faster way to burst out of that. It's just a good move that happens. Yeah, it's just tough. It's a good move from Regret. I don't think there's anything especially wrong. Give and go. That was a call from Shots. It's a good call. We need to run a lot of those. Let's see. So this is another sideline out of bounds here on the right side. Again, same thing. I think we're just playing way too high on everybody. If everyone is just playing low, trying to contain. Yeah, just giving up. It's off ball, so it's kind of whatever. It's not like a blow by per se, but like giving up a blow by to the center, who is I think the inbounder or whatever here on the sideline is tough. Here's something interesting that maybe one way to handle this. So Mikey is supposed to be one of our corner guys, and he's inbounding. This could totally happen with Zen. It's just situational. And we talked about this early, like in the first quarter, about how this is kind of like an awkward situation for us. I think the way to handle this is just the way we handle the sideline out of bounds, where the sideline out of bounds person needs to be in the corner situation. Odd, you're normally supposed to be down here because you're playing a corner on defense. But when you see Mikey or Zen, but in this case Mikey, inbounding the ball, maybe you going into the corner, like you becoming Mikey here. So not necessarily going all the way to the corner, but just like Shots and I are like the primary inbound targets here, and you are like a safety valve around half court type deal. Like you're leading the charge is probably better because we just kill a lot of clock. Like we're waiting to get into position, and this is kind of how I want. This is like how I want our press to make them feel. Like now we're at 17 seconds, and like their press has worked for all intents and purposes, right? Like they're in a neutral position. No one has given an advantage, but a third of their shot clock is up. It's a bad crash. Lucky ducky. But I don't think that's a good one. I think I just my momentum was carrying me that way. I think I was picking and rolling or something, but it's not a good crash from up top. It's a good move. 10. We're keeping it in. I mean, again, after being down 11 in the first quarter, this is the rest of the game is being played better for sure. It's a tough block. It's no big deal though. Before the 2 minutes. I really like you not going over the screen, realizing you got to get under this. Able to stop the drive there. Good job. Shots is ready to help. So is this because Odd is playing too high? I think so. Yeah, I think this is just once you see this more, Odd, you'll kind of realize that I think you're just not expecting this frame maybe is it's less excusable. It makes more sense for this to be but when he's in this position, you're not expecting him to get back this way. But ultimately, I want you to be in a better help position here because this is just like one man. If you only have to get through one man to get to the paint against us, then I think we're not playing our scheme properly. So I want odd to be lower there, and recognizing those situations where, like, what you're reading in that situation is more shots is taking away this guy's first option, which is to drive middle. So I need to be ready as the corner guy to deny his only other way to drive. I mean, these guys have done stuff that we haven't in the league, right? Like, they've won the championship multiple times. We haven't won. This is not a team that we've been able to beat until last season consistently. So, especially with a bunch of new guys in the lineup, we're trying this whole different scheme. I'm certainly not at the peak of my powers, and I didn't play a fantastic game at all. I don't want it to seem like overly negative. I know that's kind of rich coming this late into the video. Again, I think we just need to play a little lower here, I'm assuming. Yeah, it's not bad. I think it's just like that. That's like a small stick skill issue more than anything. Like, you tried to get in front of him, just like didn't quite do it with the stick, but it's fine. It's a bad pass, but it's okay. This is a really bad crash. Just have to make better decisions. All right, so these pickups are good. Then this is a problem, obviously. I don't know who this is. Okay. Actually, maybe we're more fucked here than I am giving us credit for. Oh, sorry. All right, transition starts. Who are our men? I mean, this is at least a 4-on-3. This is honestly more of a 5-on-3, so I guess it's hard to. It's hard to. Yeah, I don't know if there's a great way for us to ever stop regret here besides doing what we did. Shot stops ball. That ends up being really important. Okay, so let's go. So I think the transition is fine. It's just a tough one off of a live ball, off of a steal. All right. Sorry. Okay. Step back. Shot. I mean, Odd could be in better position to maybe get to corner. Mikey, at this point, the ball's already going off the rim to the left. This is just like too hard of an overcommit. You're never getting this rebound, and you know that they are getting this rebound. Yeah, just a bad read. Just gotta actually read the rebound, and if you're on a hash, be ready to rotate down. Give the corner guy some grace, but mostly I think that's just a bad crash. It's a good move. We had one earlier. Sorry, my dog is dreaming. We had one earlier where Mikey is able to like get a bump with this animation. But again, I think this is just too high. He's able to, the pass pulls him through because we're not actually in front of him. It's tough. I could have been in better position to help. Did I say that I was freeing the corner here for you, Mikey? I mean, this is a bad take regardless, but I have like some recollection that I did say I was freeing the corner to you. It might have been, if it wasn't this, it was a game earlier, like in our warm ups. But yeah, I came to get the ball specifically knowing that I was then going to leave so that I could give you the corner, which is like where you're supposed to be. So by moving the way you do, you're I mean, like it's not Tripp's contest that makes me miss this shot. It's Serta's, and like whether you go corner or not, this contest is still happening from Serta. So this is still just an awful shot. But yeah, if I did call that, like I just want you to know that, like, again, like I'm trying to. If I called it, what I mean by freeing up the corner means like I'm trying to like leave the space open for you to go there. It also might not have, even if I did call it, it might not have been clear. I might have said like keep the corner free or something like that, which is obviously not correct. Fortunately, now we're back at an 18-point deficit, which is tough going into the fourth. All right, duck gets in front. How is this happening? Yeah, just too high on duck. This is a good switch. This is a good switch. But yeah, it's just like it's a good wrap. It's a good roll. Just if we're lower, I just don't think this happens this way. But I do like the switch. That's a good job of passing off the ball handler and like being ready to pick up on the ball handler. Oh, my dog farted in my face. Oh no. Passing back down to 13. I like that blitz. It's not too bad. This is tough. Just high low. We're lucky he misses it. Again, I'll mention this till the cows come home. They get us low, and then when you start needing to move, they cut against the direction that you move, and that creates the like kind of explosive dynamic cuts. Like this one, we're lucky he misses it. I'm assuming he just doesn't have a ton of standing, and he gets a standing meter size there. And the interior defense from both of us is enough to shrink it, keep it small. It's tough. Get cooked. Sorry, I'm starting to lose my energy. That's my bad. The jump is bad, puts me out of position, puts me too high. I don't know if that's a weird animation. I must have been jumping, but I don't quite know why. As opposed to steal, but yeah, I just got cooked. Yeah, he guts me. Really good job, Odd. Getting a steal just through body position again. Multiple times you've stonewalled these cuts. Perfect. Zen did a really good job dropping to the corner. Like we had that all covered. That was really good. Not a good look. Just like obviously we need to go fast, but yeah. And I know you wanted a quick stop and you wanted a quick stop 3. Instead you don't get the quick stop. You get pulled into the fading 2. This is bad. Tip rebound, but aren't able to actually control it. That's tough. Happens. I mean, I'm happy with this defensive possession from me. That's good. At least I do something right. Yeah, I mean, you do. I think part of the reason you get this board zen is because you get the box on him, and that pushes him towards a bad spot. I never know whether it's better to just go up with triangle or square. I feel like you get better animations with square. I feel like if your aerial wizard isn't high enough, and yours is probably on gold, silver, this might not be a good square take. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a good heuristic in my head for when it's good and bad to go up with square. Um, yeah, we're able to stop the transition. The defensive possession is good. I remember that pull up being quite good as well. We're back to 10, so the game is alive for sure. We do a good job there. I was worried we were too far to the side, but we get in front at the end of the day. Oh, yes, I remember this. All right, so part of Mikey being too close to touch here, I mean, this is just like you're actually trying to deny him, but also like this is like a fundamental misunderstanding of our scheme, and I think this is because like I am here, but like my responsibility is to the corner, and I will get to the corner, especially when this guy starts moving. You are dropping, like you're trying to cover for me. Our help is always up. We're trying to help from the corners to the hashes to the hashes to the middle. Like we're always trying to scrunch in. I'm doing like hand gestures that you can't see, but right, like start out in the corners and just everything is helping up and inside, up towards the middle and up and inside. So I don't want or need your help. If I'm sitting too low and I get dotted, I get dotted. But you're not trying to like help me release here because Shots has 88 interior, 85 block. We want him as long as he's in position to be here. Trust that I am just like a deterrent and I am still responsible for my corner here. But instead you're worried about me and we get he does a good job cutting against that grain, and we're never going to get a contest from there, and that's okay. Another tough one. The game's not out of reach, but it's getting there. Just too quick, I'm assuming. Yeah. I wanted to see more of these off of the initial inbound. It's a big miss. They've had a lot of big misses. Honestly, we are lucky this game was as close as it was. Like this could have been a 30-point game. Again, there's some good stuff we did in this game. Small glimpses, but I think 14 points is just the ultimate score difference here. It underlies how much better they played than us overall. It's a good try. I think I just don't have enough of a step on him, but it's a good try. Honestly, I'm not even sure this is a good cut, frankly. He just probably is sitting too low. That's huge. I think at this point we had talked about starting to be more aggressive. Yeah, you just like he starts a slow move. He's gonna do, I'm assuming, a crossover here, but the standing crossover ball is in his right hand, and you're able to poke at it. So that's good. This is tough. I don't know if I went for a reverse and just didn't get it, or if I think I went up with square actually, and I think that's just a mistake. I need to be like inputting reverse there. That's really good help. And I remember, Mike, being upset about this, but I remember you saying this was bait. Admittedly, I don't know if you can afford to bait when he has dish, but you do a really good job trying to get back here. I think this is a good bait, and I am beat, and we can't really give up this drive either. Why am I so beat here? Is this just because I'm dead on the... Yeah, I'm just dead on the contest. So this reach really bad. Like yeah, we need to be aggressive here, so this is fine. But like in that respect, it's okay. But this turns a bad situation into like a 5 alarm fire type situation. It's always going to be tough. Missing a shot at the rim gives opponents really good transition opportunities, especially if the person missing at the rim is someone who you expect to be back as like a foundational transition defender. And in this case, like Shots and I are probably like our big transition defenders. So when I miss a shot at the rim, when Shots misses a shot at the rim, we're very vulnerable in transition, and it means we have to be more disciplined, both in terms of crashes and in terms of how aggressively we play. We're largely scrambling here. You can tell by the reaches. We're just trying our best to just force some turnovers, give ourselves a chance. But I think for the most part, the game is over. This is a bad miss. Yikes. I think on that, I will end this recording. We'll talk more, and hopefully this is helpful for you guys tonight at film review, if you use it there. Although doing your own film review separate from this and comparing to this will be very interesting. So if you guys want to do that too, that works. But yeah, next game's on Wednesday, and we'll see how that goes.